Hello there, and welcome to our breakdown of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones Try Again, where we'll be going over all the major changes we made to the movie. So let's get started. Owen Lars. In the original Star Wars, Uncle Owen is dressed like a Jedi. He's got a robe and everything. Slap a lightsaber on his belt, and he'll fit right in. So why is Owen Lars dressed in the uniform of a Jedi? Was he envious of the Jedi? Or did the Jedi model their uniforms after moisture farmers? Even in Episode 2, Owen Lars is wearing a Jedi outfit, so I just made him a Jedi. Look, he fits right in. But it couldn't be just any Jedi. He had to have history with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan Kenobi wouldn't hand Luke Skywalker over to someone who he doesn't know, just because he's Anakin's stepbrother, who Anakin only met briefly, one time. I think the smartest thing Obi-Wan can do is to give Luke to someone who will protect him, and who's hidden away. And who better to do that than an ex-Jedi? The clothes gave me an idea that Owen was a Jedi. Common sense took me the rest of the way. Darth Maul and Count Dooku. Killing Darth Maul off and having Count Dooku never made sense to me either. Taking one of the best looking characters in all of Star Wars and swapping him out with an old man was a very bad idea. So I kept Darth Maul and made Count Dooku one of the Separatists, and responsible for making the Death Star and the Jedi Killers, which we'll get into later. Darth Maul looks like the embodiment of evil, so making him the main antagonist makes sense over an old man, even though I killed Darth Maul at the end of this one. Which, by the way, if you're a fan of Robot Legs Darth Maul, I fixed that story too. Darth Maul got cut in half, and then fell into what looks like a bottomless pit. Surviving both those things makes absolutely no sense. Not to mention how a half-man can crawl out of a pit like that. So instead, Darth Maul got cut in half in a droid factory, meaning he can be easily found, and the Geonosians have the technology to build and attach those legs. So you're welcome, Extended Universe. The Clone Army and who they're working for. In Attack of the Clones, the Jedi just pick up this convenient army with no questions asked. Obi-Wan tracks an assassin to Kamino, where he finds the clone army. Then he fights that assassin. And then he finds out that the assassin is working for the Separatists, the people they're fighting against. And none of this is a red flag to the Jedi. They just accept the clone army and are thankful for it. Not to mention the title, Attack of the Clones, and the name of the war, the Clone Wars. I always just assumed that the clones were the enemies, not the Republic. So I've made the Clone Wars a three-way war, where it's the Republic versus the Separatists and the wildcard clones, who, as far as the Jedi know, are being controlled by the Sith. Anakin the Killer. In Attack of the Clones, Anakin Skywalker slaughters a tribe of Tusken Raiders for killing his mother. But Anakin's mother isn't in my story, so slaughtering the Tusken Raiders made no sense. Instead, I had Anakin murder Watto, his former slave master, in cold blood. And instead of it being a little secret between Padme and Anakin, everybody knows about it. And the Jedi Council have swept it under the table. The signs pointing to Anakin turning to the dark side are there, but everyone's ignoring them, except for Owen Lars. Tarkin and Thrawn. Seriously, where the hell were these two during the prequel trilogy? I just threw them in the background as Palpatine's advisors. I didn't think they needed a big role, but something to explain why they're the top of the hierarchy in Palpatine's empire. That terrible love story. Hands down, the worst part of the prequel trilogy is the dialogue. And the worst of the dialogue comes in the form of a contrived forbidden love story. The scenes between Anakin and Padme are difficult to watch, and their love makes no sense. They talk to each other like they're in a bad romance novel. In my story, Padme and Anakin have a history together, and their attraction develops naturally from their experiences with each other. Quick side note, I've always wondered why Padme Amidala is dressed exactly like Wilma Deering from Buck Rogers in the 21st century. It's the exact same outfit. Anyway, the love story between Anakin and Padme should come from what we see on the screen in their experiences together, not expressed through bad poetry. If only there was another couple in sci-fi and fantasy adventure that George Lucas could have drawn inspiration from when writing a romantic story. General Grievous. I've always hated General Grievous' name. You might as well have called him Mr. Bad Guy. I also don't think that there is room for two asthmatic cyborg villains in the Star Wars universe. He's got a backstory you don't see in the movies. You have to go out and read a book. The bottom line is, this character looks cool, but the actual character is crap. So I'm keeping the book around in the form of Jedi killers and ditching the actual character of General Grievous. Well, there you have it. I didn't go over all the changes, but that pretty much changed everything. But I hope you enjoyed. Try again. Attack of the Clones. And we'll see you next time at the cinema.